This isn't really the end. As a matter of fact, it's just the beginning. I felt ironic that here I was, an ordained priest, and I couldn't even read myself the last rites. There was a man from the crowd claiming to be a rabbi who offered me a last ritual circumcision, but fortunately needed my written consent. There I was, floating in space. No sense of time, no feeling, just a slight ringing in my ears. I was loaded onto a gurney and wheeled up to a waiting ambulance. 1 minute I was crossing the street, the next I was catching the bus, the hard way. It was quite a liberating feeling to feel my soul leave my body just as I was peeing my pants. There I was, floating in space, no motion, no sense of time, just a slight ringing in my ears as I was loaded onto a gurney up to a waiting ambulance. I found it ironic that here I was, an ordained priest, couldn't even give myself the last rites. Fortunately, there was a man in the crowd who said he would offer me, as a rabbi, a last ritual circumcision, but needed my written consent. And then they said to me, let's give him one more try. They tried to bring me back, but then they called it. I was toast, kaput, gone with the wind. I was laying in my hospital bed when I suddenly woke up and realized that I had wet my bed. If I have one piece of advice to offer anyone who's listening into this nightmare, it would be that if you wander into a bathroom while dreaming, don't use it. If I had to offer anyone a piece of advice who's listening in on this nightmare, it would be that if you wander into a bathroom while dreaming, don't use it. They tried to resuscitate me, but then eventually they called it toast, kaput, gone with the wind. The fat lady finally sang, and there I was, lying in the street. There I was, 1 minute crossing the street. I found it ironic that here I was, an ordained priest, and I couldn't even give myself the last rites.
If I had to offer any advice to anyone
Some man from the crowd, a rabbi, offered to give me a last ritual.
If I had to offer a piece of advice to anyone listening to this nightmare, it would be this.
My written
If you ever wander into a bathroom while dreaming, don't use it.
There I was, floating in space, no motion, no sense of time, just a slight ringing in my ears. I was loaded up onto the gurney up to a waiting ambulance.